Alright, so for dinner tonight, I'm doing a creamy Cajun chicken pasta all in the crock pot. So let's see. It calls for 4 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, some garlic powder, but I'm going to do minced garlic, I think. And then 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese that you'll add after this is done cooking, and 2 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning. So I'm going to add the Cajun seasoning in first, and that's the one that I'm using. I didn't really have much to choose from at the store, so a while back when I needed some, this is what I picked up, and it's been pretty good in some other recipes that we have had. And we liked something similar with kielbasa in it, so smoked sausage. So I'm going to try this. Hopefully it's not too spicy for the kids. I think it'll be totally fine for my husband and I, but we'll see how that goes. So now I've got 4 cups of chicken broth, and it's just warm water with the chicken base powder. So that's all in, and it does say to add in the heavy whipping cream while it's cooking, so I'm going to do that. I really want to get this on the chicken. Just want to get it in with the broth. Alright, so it's 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, and I am going to grab the minced garlic. And I'm just going to put some of this down around into the sauce. Alright, so that's all it calls for at the moment. Like I said, once the chicken is done, I'm going to cook it on high. So once the chicken is done in a few hours, I will shred it up. And then it wants you to add in uncooked pasta and let that go for about 20 to 30 minutes, and at the very end you will add in your Parmesan cheese. So I will show you guys what this looks like when I'm ready to add the pasta after I've shredded the chicken, and then what the final product is and how we like it. Alright, so I shredded the chicken, I added in the Parmesan cheese, and I did elbow noodles because that's all I had, and I mixed it all together, and I'm going to let it go on high for about 30 minutes until the noodles are done. And then we'll be ready to eat. Alright, so it is finished, and that's what it's looking like. I did do a little bit of a taste test. I thought it was really, really good. It does have a little bit more kick than I was expecting it to. So I don't know how the kids are going to feel about it. But I think it's really good. I think my husband's really going to like it, and we'll see what the kids think. That's it for tonight. Alright, for dinner tonight, I've decided to go ahead and do the marinated chicken that we like on the grill. This is my boy's absolute favorite way for me to make chicken. And so the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, but I typically substitute that with rice vinegar, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. I don't listen to that, I just plop in some of the grated ginger that I get in the tube. 4 cloves of minced garlic. I like to just take 2 good spoonfuls of minced garlic and throw that in there. A tablespoon of olive oil, and it says 4 chicken thighs. You can put in chicken thighs, chicken breasts, tenders, whatever you want. If I'm making more than 4 to 6 chicken thighs, I do double the marinade. So this is still partially frozen, but as it defrosts, it will continue to marinate, and I will go ahead and cook it out on the grill for dinner. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do crispy potatoes with it or rice, and then I'm probably going to do carrots. So once this is ready to go out on the grill, I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll let you know what our plates look like at the end. Alright, so to go along with tonight's dinner, I decided to do a mixture of potatoes and carrots because I only had 3 potatoes left and I only had about 4 carrots. So I diced the potatoes, I peeled and cut up the carrots, and then I put a little bit of olive oil, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and ranch seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my air fryer, and it'll probably take about 30 minutes to get to where we like it so that it's crispy but not overly done. And I also have some jasmine rice in my rice cooker, and when the potatoes and carrots are about half done, I'll start my grill and we'll cook up the chicken as well. I'll show you our plates when we're done. Alright, so for dinner tonight, I'm doing honey garlic meatballs. Now, normally I do this with beef. Today I'm trying it with chicken. Excuse me. So, for the sauce, I doubled it, but this is the original recipe. It's 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of honey, 1/2 cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 garlic cloves minced, and about 1 pound of meatballs. So the original Crock-Pot recipe used frozen meatballs. I'm not a fan, so I always make my own just beef meatballs and I season them accordingly. So today I've got ground chicken, and in the ground chicken I have breadcrumbs, an egg, I have some grated ginger, some minced garlic, and some onion powder. And then what I'm going to do, I've already mixed that all together. I've already mixed up the sauce. I'm going to lay some of the sauce in the bottom, and then I'm going to form the meatballs and pour the rest of the sauce over top. And we're going to cook this on low until dinner time. This will get served with either carrots or broccoli, whatever I feel like doing at the time, and some jasmine rice. So let's go ahead and get that started. I'm not a fan of that. But, so they're all done. I'm going to pour the rest of this sauce right over the top. Make sure I get some on each one. And these are on the smaller side on purpose, but also like they're not frozen or anything, so they shouldn't take too long to cook up. I am going to put this on low and just let it go. And whenever they're done, I may just switch it over to warm and keep them warm until dinner. But that is it. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight, and I will show you what everything looks like when it's done. Alright, so this is how everything is looking. It smells really good in here. So I'm going to stir that around a little bit and just put it on warm. I'm going to throw some rice in my rice cooker and boil up, well, not boil up, I guess steam some broccoli. And that's what we'll have for dinner. I'll show you our plates. Alright, and here is everybody's plates. The boys, I just gave one of the meatballs to try. They've got some broccoli and rice. And then in our bowls, we've got rice at the bottom, some broccoli, and some of the meatballs. So that is dinner for tonight.